Oh, man. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a day. How are y'all doing? Thank you to the replay crew. Ow, my hip wants to pop. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. I'm going to do the intro, give YouTube time to notify people, and in the meantime, ow. Why is my hip acting like this? Where's my other palette? I feel like it's sitting right in front of me. But I'm going to put on foundation, primer foundation, as I'm doing the intro. And thank you for the thumbs up. And then we're going to breeze through the beauty budget. And then we're going to get into, hey, Michelle, this Sephora bag. There is a caveat to it. We'll get to that when we get to it. I bought some rocks today. Yes, I really did. I bought some rocks today. I'm going to show them to you because I think they're like pretty freaking cool. So, excuse me. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. I'm here to tell you, be your authentic self. The troll part, excuse me, is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you have to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what they're telling you in whatever video that you're watching. Wear whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. I don't know about anywhere else, but here on these YouTube streets at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, but never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look. Yo, this is what I was looking for right here. I knew it was right in front of me, but we already started using a heart-shaped one. Hey, Janessa, I thought you were working. Well, I know you are working. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love. Embrace my natural features. I feel like I just said that already. And I did. All right, so the last part, y'all. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what the Crazy Troll Nation stands for. That's what we do here. We wear what we want to and we rock it. Two things about me. I curse sometimes because I curse sometimes. And there's an organism that, hey Sophie, there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. And I do try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes, though, I'm not aware of it until after the fact, meaning after it's already aired on YouTube, which by then I cannot even say, excuse me. It's just out there for public to see and hear and experience. So, thank you, Sophie. Reading comments. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up if you have so far, and if not, go ahead and do it. For those who are here now, who are here to see, okay, you might dip in and out. Okay, I appreciate you being here when you can, but also I know you got like a lot of stuff to do, Janessa, and so do what you need to do. For those of you who are here for Vanngo, we're going to get to that after I do my beauty budget update. So it might be maybe at least a good 5 minutes before we get to the Vanngo stuff. I'm just letting y'all know that because I have a feeling. Hey Exeter. Is it a Thursday? No, it's a Monday. Okay, so hey Tanya. I made 2 purchases. All of this will be in August's monthly budget update. I made an online purchase actually early this morning because I'm nocturnal, and it was like 3:30 in the morning. I made a purchase and I got blushes and eyeliners, and I wanted at least one of the eyeshadow palettes. I lied to myself and said I only wanted one. Did I miss Alexandria? Hey, Alexandria. Wait, I still don't see. Oh, there she is. Hey, Alexandria. So I wanted to go into the store and swatch them to see. Because some of y'all know I was, eyeing the black smoky one, and I said no because I have the Natasha Denona Xenon, but it's only one black and Xenon. The other ones that look black are actually blue based. So I walked out with a lot more stuff than I thought I was going to get. And in my excitement, I purchased two items that I had ordered online. So two of the items tonight that I'm going to show you, I'm not going to swatch them because we're going to take those back because the other ones come in. And I thought about doing a giveaway, but we still have our Natasha Denona giveaway coming up. And I didn't even see what that was, but thank you, Janessa. Excuse me. And we have our Scott Barnes brush giveaway coming up. And so for those of you who are here for the replay, in order for you to be eligible for those giveaways for Natasha Denona stuff and Scott Barnes makeup brushes, you will need to be subscribed before that video is announced, before the actual giveaway is announced. And I do that to show appreciation to subscribers. And so if that's something that sounds like what you would like to win possibly, go ahead and subscribe. But more importantly, only subscribe if you're actually going to watch my channel and that you actually enjoy being here. Like, I'm just going to say it. Don't subscribe just because you want to try and win something later on. There, I said it. So, and that's why being subscribed prior to is important to me, because I want to show appreciation to those who are here. So I know I just said a lot. So for our, hi Aurora, for our July update, beauty budget update, I ran through when I first started the beauty budget thing of what money goes into the beauty budget. And I have been doing really good until today, but this is August. And so this is we're going to calculate this next month. So July 12th for my kit, actually, I purchased the smaller of the two Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primers for my kit. And I actually had a Beauty Board Ulta gift card, so I didn't pay anything for that. On the 12th, I also purchased 4 of the Fenty Brow MVPs. I go through them in like 3 months, and they were 25% off. And so I bought 4, came out to $18.75 a person. I paid a piece, and I paid $75 for that order. 2% Rakuten cash back and free shipping. On the 24th, I purchased Blend Bunny. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use it for both self and for kit, which it being a powder product is not an issue because I do have sanitation spray that I use religiously with my stuff. And I purchased I did 2 separate purchases. The blush palette number 15 Masterclass, and that with shipping came to $80.35. And then the next day, I purchased their Masterclass Pro Luster palette, which is like a blush topper for the blushes. So that with shipping was $42.32. So I did not include my Notoriously Morbid lipsticks because thank you to those who use my code, I do receive credit. And so I did not come out of pocket for those. And when they all come in, we will do a live stream swatch party for those too, so you can see what you helped me to get. On the 27th, I ordered 2 more Notoriously Morbid lipsticks. So that for July, I spent $367.50. I can tell y'all right now, hey Savannah, I can tell y'all right now, I'm already really super close to that number for August. I had no intentions. We're talking about makeup here, but thank you. I appreciate you being here, Hunter. So, y'all, I lost my freaking mind. Y'all know I love Hung Vanngo. If y'all haven't watched this channel, please do. I learned so much from him. Thank you, Janessa. And so for August, I forgot something. For July, I forgot something. On the 14th, and this is included in the total I just gave y'all, I bought 3 of the glossy lip liners from MAC, 5 of the lip glasses. And y'all know I'm not even a lip glass person or a lip liner person. And I got 3 of the Squirt Plumping gloss sticks. That order, and I do get 40% off. So it would have been $283, but it was $169.80. But still, so my overall total for July was $369.50. Yeah, we speak to each other here at the Crazy Troll Nation. We say hi to everybody. Yes, Savannah, we are saying hi to you. Yes, everybody is famous here. We talk to everybody who come in here, and that's one of the reasons I really love like the Crazy Troll Nation. So that is so funny. But yes, we are talking to you. August, I only purchased one thing. Was it 2? Yeah, one. I'm going through a thing. The members know about it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I didn't even add that in here. I think we paid. No, we bought that in. We did buy that in August. Did we? Excuse me for that in my throat. We did buy that in August. It was the 27th because I emailed them the same day. I still have not heard back from them to this day. I replied to the email and I CC'd it to their customer service email on August 27th. Oh yeah, so we didn't get to that yet. August 27th. So I have not heard from them yet, and so I kind of don't think I will. Dion Lorah, yes. Your Lancome order was close to your total, but Tanya, I believe it because you be shopping. You be looking for stuff to buy, and then you buy stuff and say that was a good price, but you do be hunting for them prices though. So for August, all I purchased was 3 Sigma brushes. I saw on Instagram they were having a 25% off, and so I thought it was just an Instagram thing, and so I went onto the Sigma website on my either through Rakuten on my phone or from my desktop, and I did post on my community tab maybe a week or so ago my Rakuten cashback referral link if you want to do that. But if you're shopping anyway, use Rakuten or whatever other cashback app, excuse me, because you will get a percentage back off of what you're already spending anyway. So I do hope, Tanya, that you are using Rakuten for your purchases. Excuse me. So I purchased 2 of the small tapered blending brushes. The E45s that y'all know that I'm always looking for and that I always use. So I purchased 2. Actually, they're over here. Wait a minute. No, I did not. I wrote it wrong. I only got 1 more of the E45s. Did I write that right? Yeah, I just got 1 more E45, so that gives me 4 of these. 2 lip. You might have seen it on her community tab because she be posting her stuff. Oh man, Tanya be shopping. And I thought these were going to be bigger. I purchased 2 of these, the E21 smudge brush. And what I thought it was going to be like the Makeup Forever. This is really great for, and this is stiff, but it's soft. This is a little more, it doesn't feel as soft, but this is good for when I put on gel pencil eyeliner under my eyes. Thank you, Janessa. She says, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. So this is good for smudging out the eyeliner under here and also for placing shadow under here, because with this, I can get right up under my lash line if I don't want to bring it all the, well, down to here. Blush queen. And so I really thought like this was going to be this size, but it's like teeny tiny, and I'm sure. So I was kind of like, ugh. And because I don't know, the shapes are different, and maybe because the Makeup for Everyone is more wide, it just feels more sturdy than this one. But I haven't even used it yet, so I don't know, because I wanted to show y'all before I use it. I did wash them already, but this will serve the same purpose, like getting up right under my lash line to blend out a gel eyeliner pencil. Yeah, so it kind of feels, it'll do what it does, but I just thought it was going to be a little bit more wider than this. And this was, y'all, It came down to 15 with a 25% off. So that's that. So for August, I only spent, we're not going to talk about the other thing that my members talk about, but the video will be up whenever I edit it, because it's in 3 parts, and I just been working on my website. But so for August, we spent $48. Okay, so that's my beauty budget update. July, $367.50, and for August, $48. I feel like this month, September, is going to be like last November, because last year, because I keep up here is 2024 per month, and this is 2025 per month, and this right here is July, and this is August. And so I do actually log and keep track of what I buy, because I'm trying to keep organized and keep within my beauty budget. Last year, you know, it was like 300 something, 400 something, 200 something, $100 something. But then in November, thank you, Michelle. Then in November last year, y'all, $1,000 fucking dollars. Did I say I cursed in intro? Yeah, I did. So I feel like, and then December and January I did a no buy, because I'm just like, this is insane. But I feel like this month right here, August, is going to September. I feel like September is going to be like that, because I am going to get the 2 new Natasha Denona palettes, because they'll be perfect for my kit. And I may still use those, because like I said, I can just spray them, because it's a powder product. There's no issue. And even if it was cream, you scrape it out, put it onto a palette, and use it from here. But anyway, they will be perfect. Those will be all the news and neutrals that I would ever need, I think, for my kit. And I was wondering, I know I told y'all that Biba was forever going to be in my stash, but I'm wondering if the new one, that dramatic one, not the soft one, but I'm wondering if the dramatic one will take the place of Biba. And so I am going to get those. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was building it. It's not something that just stays the same forever. Well, for me, because I work on different kinds of stuff. I was just a bridal makeup artist. They only got like 1 palette. I don't do bridal. I do other stuff. So yeah. So they're available now on Natasha's site, but I'm waiting for it to get to Ulta, because I have gift cards, I have points, I have all of that stuff. And so they are, I think, $84 a piece, which would be $164 for both. But then, as I said, I have gift cards and stuff like that. So yes, it's been on Instagram. I don't know if I saw a thumbnail for Morgan Turner. She was talking about them. I don't know if she has them. I didn't really read the thumbnail. These are the rocks I got. I found them at the dollar store. I was not looking for rocks. I was looking for other stuff. But $1.29. And they are actual rocks. Like, they're heavy. I don't know if it's backwards on your end or not. This one says hope. This one says strength. And I do have little like stuff like this sitting around. This one says love. And this one says courage. So we have courage, strength, hope, and love. And no, I didn't get any to mail out to people, because they heavy and postage is expensive. And plus we do have those 2 giveaways coming up. So let's get into this box. Also, y'all, I am super excited because Janessa also made or is making another purchase from Vanngo Beauty. And so we're going to do a joint live stream, and we're going to do a haul and do swatches. And so this is my in-person haul, and we're going to do swatches with this here. When both of our online orders come in, we're going to do a joint live stream, show y'all what we got, and do face swatches. I'm trying to convert her to face swatches and not on it, but we'll see. And so, yes, the Eye Sculpt palettes. Yeah, I thought they were 82 a piece, which isn't far off, even if they are 84. No, like Biba and like Circle Loco, they're $69. No, they're not. No, because they're the full size palettes. It's her middies that are $69. All right, let's get to this. You might do, I think you should, because I'm gonna let y'all know now. I did send Janessa a screenshot of what I purchased. I ordered online 3 blushes and 2 eyeliners. So it won't be a lot for me to swatch, Janessa. So I know all your stuff you ordering online. So yeah, it's gonna be a really exciting live. I'm excited to see what she has. I did post my short here on YouTube and on Instagram and pictures. I didn't plan on doing that, but I was just standing like, this is so pretty. And if you've seen the short, when I pointed at the blue and I was like thumbs down because the blue wasn't there. But there were some in the back for sale, but not a tester. So I asked someone and she says, oh, it's probably over at the station. I'm going to tell y'all this, y'all. And so she went and got it and put it where it was. So then I did another 2-second short pointing at it there and then, thumbs up because I wanted to swatch the blue. So the blue had been swatched. The blue palette had been swatched. None of the other palettes have been touched. I think I got there about 11. Ulta opens, I mean, not Ulta, Sephora opens at either 10 or 11. I don't remember which, but I got there about noon. And none of the palettes were touched except the blue. And she had to go get that from the station. I guess, she put it on somebody or something. And I never shop with a basket at Sephora, like never. And this little, I call her a little girl because she was like this tall to me and she looked like she was 15. I know she's not though because she was working at Ulta. And I said, are you busy helping anybody right now? She said, what do you need? I said, a basket. And I made this face, like hoping I looked like a pitiful puppy. I said, a basket. And she was like, oh, one of the shopping baskets? I was like, yes. She says, oh, I'll get it for you. I said, thank you. So she came back with a basket. I never shop with a basket at Sephora because if it's too much for me to carry in one hand, I'm not going to, it's too much now. But, and y'all saw the picture of the basket. Y'all saw the picture of the basket. Well, everything is so pretty. And I love that man. Hey, Dawn, I love that man. He's very calm, he's very serene, and also, like, he's a great teacher. When he's doing his makeup, please do watch at least one, no, I'm gonna say at least 3. Go to his channel and just pick out 3 different videos to watch. He has on there every skin tone, every type of skin texture, issue, whatever, any age person you can think of. Like, he has done it all. So just pick like one of each, category and watch it. And I learned so much from just watching him. And he's very soothing. And also his life story, him and his mom, he's 1 out of 6. If you watch his video of him describing his products and showing the products, 2 palettes, 3 lipsticks, 3 blushes, and then you went on his website and got 3 more lipsticks. There is no endorsed definition. I was waiting to read and 2 turtle doves and the partridge in the pear tree. I hope I'm not missing comments. And so his mom, he's 1 out of 7. I think he was either like 4 or 6. So if y'all watch his video of him talking about his makeup line, each item is named, like the lipsticks and the blushes, each item, the name of it is specific to an event or place in his history. And I think it is just freaking awesome. His mom took him and his 5 siblings, so 6 of them, and they escaped Vietnam, and they ended up in a refugee camp in Thailand, and they were there for years and years, and then they made their way here to the United States. And so even hearing his story, it's like, oh my God, you know what I mean? He started out doing hair. He thought that's what he wanted to do. Somehow he did makeup or something and realized that was his love. And so he's been doing makeup for over 20 years. And so just his life story and like how he presents himself, I said that way on YouTube because I don't know that man, but I can tell you I love that man. And I was so excited for his release. And that's why I went nuts. And I was chatting with Janessa like, I am just enthralled with this man. Like, I just love this man. Like how I said I love Janessa. I love this man. Like it's just... So anyway, this is my in-store receipt, which is insane. So this is just stuff, and I uninstalled or turned off like the barcode. I'm just like, I'm not even into all that. So the actual receipt is like from here up to here. So I wanted to swatch the palettes in store because I wanted to narrow it down. That ain't work. And also what didn't work is because, okay, I think you'll really enjoy him, Tanya. And in my spare time, right, watching movies and then an ad plays, I was putting screenshots of the palette into a collage. And so I had like the green over the black, the blue over the black, the blue with the green, the blue with the black. And Janessa is fond of orange and green. So I did an orange and green and sent that to her. And she said something about pink. So I put the pink and the orange. So I'm making all these collage pictures and we're just going like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on Instagram, sending these pictures. But I really was hoping it would narrow it down for me. And I did manage to not get the warm palette or the neutrals because I'm getting the two Natasha Denona ones. But y'all, I wanted them. The swatches, he has a creamy matte formula. And I will say this, being the first one to touch all the palettes except for the blue, oh my gosh. Like if you go into a store and you swatch a pat palette that's all dug in, it feels grainy, it feels patchy. Hey, Dismantled, you're about to be dismantled from this YouTube channel. Janessa or Dawn, thank you. So everything was just, I'm gonna put pictures here on YouTube. Thank you, Janessa. I'm gonna put pictures here on YouTube because I did the swatches. I didn't do them fancy. I just did the black, the blue, and the green on the back of my hand and wiped it off as best I could. So I mean, they look janky. I didn't intend on doing pictures. I didn't intend on doing a short. I did not intend on doing none of that. But I was standing there and I'm like, damn, this display is pretty as hell. And I saw Sons of Ray's display. Hers is different. I know it's a spatial issue because every store doesn't have the same amount of space for whatever brand. So let's get into this, y'all. So, hey, Joe. Jenny got the comment. I handled that speedy exit. Yeah, thank you. Because I'm really excited and I don't really want to get off track. And I know I do that a lot. And so, yeah. So I got a lipstick. Y'all know I don't wear bullet lipsticks. Like, what the fuck? Hung Vanngo? I got a bullet lipstick. And I think I'm going to put this on. I wanted the orange lipstick that he showed in his video, and he did say it's not going to be available at Sephora. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to purchase from his site. But when I swatched this one, this is Vanngo Red. This on my hand, I did take a picture of that. It looks orange, and he did say it will look different on different people because of the color of your lips. And so I'm wondering if it's still going to look orange on my lips, because I was like, wait, if this is orange, is the orange one orange? And Vanngo Red is what he calls the perfect red, and is universal. Anybody could wear it. It looks good on everybody. And so I got that. And y'all know I'm not a bullet lipstick person. I love this man. This is, and I got these three things which all look the same, but excuse me. But one of them is not like the other. So let's see. These two are eyeliners. I'm not going to open them because I think I might have told you. But this is the lip liner, and this one is above the line. So we're going to put on this lip liner, and then we're going to put on the lipstick. In my order, wee hours like 3:40 a.m. because I'm nocturnal, right? I ordered 3 blushes and 2 eyeliners. I said I want the blue because I thought that would be a nice pop if I do just a monochromatic green or a green halo or something like that with a green palette. And I wanted the green one thinking that would look really nice if I had blue up top. Yes, I do have greens from MAC, and I do have, oh, and this is kind of green too. So yeah, I have them, but I'm just like, y'all lost my fucking mind. I'm gonna just say it. I have this bright blue. I think that's the blue. And do I have another blue? No. So yeah, 3 greens and a blue, but I still got one. They're twist up, which I love. So I ordered these in my online order, and I got in the store today and I purchased them. So we're not even going to open these. I'm going to keep these. I'm going to take these back tomorrow. I did think whether or not to do a giveaway, but because y'all spend so much freaking money, and we have the Scott Barnes brush giveaway coming up, and we have the Natasha Denona giveaway coming up, I'm like, you know what? Let me put some money back on that credit card, because I did shop with a credit card. And so even if it's a sale, Rakuten having 2% cash back, yo, my credit cards have a higher interest rate than 2%. And so I haven't shopped on my credit card in a long time, because my beauty budget, I shop from the beauty budget. You know what I'm saying? So these are going to go back. So we will swatch these with the blushes whenever Janessa's stuff comes in, because my stuff will be here on the 11th. So I'm going to exercise restraint. And then we're going to do another joint live stream where we're going to do looks with the palettes. And so I'm going to exercise restraint. We're going to swatch the palettes I got today. We're not going to use them because I know I swatch and then I just bust out looks. I'm not going to bust out nothing. So, which is good because I'm still in my dual chrome, multi-chrome series, and I need to schedule out my Metropolis palette looks, and that's easily 6 videos at least. Well, I'll say at least a good 5 because there's 28 shadows in there. So I'm gonna, after we swatch these, I'm gonna put them back in the bag and just sit it somewhere, because if I keep looking at them, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna be able to not use it. So, but we're gonna swatch them today. We're not swatching the eyeliners because these are going back. We'll swatch the ones that's coming in the mail with the blushes. This is personal preference. It's blue, and these are bright colors too. And I'm like, that looks so nice under the lower lash line. And of course, most people use them up here, which is how he showed them. But y'all know I do stuff different. And this is one eye at a time, and this is green. So these are going over there because those are going back. Like I said, I initially wanted the black palette because it's smoky. It is a cool tone palette. I don't prefer all cool tone looks, but sometimes, and I think it's the shade, if I like the dark, if they're darker shades. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just get the green, y'all. Hey, Joe, we got 3 of the palettes. I already said that. You were probably typing as I said it. A little aggressive. Just coming in. I'm joking. So I got 3 palettes. A lipstick, a lip liner, and 2 eyeliners. And so our total haul will be 1 lipstick, 1 lip liner, 3 palettes, and 2 eyeliners, and 3 blushes. No, 2 blushes and a bronzer. And they were the orange blushes because that will add to my blush stash, because y'all know I did declutter the 2 smaller ones. And so I do have the 5 larger ones. And even with the smaller ones, like none of them were like an orangey tone. And so you're welcome, Joe. Thank you for saying that. Because I'm thinking too, like, will this add to my collection? I do have xenon, but that's not just gray, black, and silver. 2 of those that look black are blue based. And so I'm like, okay, and y'all can sound rationalizing if you want to, but I'm like, it is something different. And it's not like the Makeup by Mario. Like, yes, I can probably do a similar look, but I don't have an all green palette and I don't have an all blue palette. And it makes sense because I don't like monochromatic looks. But here we are. So somebody help me. So we're going to do the lip first, and then we're going to start swatching. Of course, we're going to do the swatches on our forehead. So you're going to wipe off just a little bit of the lip oil. Yo, even when I wipe this off, it's still some on my lips. So I guess it like soaks, not soaks in, but I don't know. It just feels good. Excuse me. I feel like I need the belch. So I'm going to put on a lip liner, the lipstick just right here for you to see the color. And then I'm going to line my lips and then put the lipstick fully on my lips. And so, y'all. So this is it. I don't think I swatched it. Yeah, I did swatch the lip liner, because when I put the lipstick on, I put the lip liner around one side of it, because I was just like, what? This is the darkest one, and this shade is above the line. And this is what it looks like. It does have a sharpener. I never use the sharpeners that come with any type of liners. It is a twist up, which I love. I don't like sharpening, but for my kit, I do prefer the sharpening, and I just feel like it's more sanitized, even though I spray it anyway. Y'all know I'm weird. The lipstick, Vanngo Red, I swear, y'all, on the back of my hand, which is not the same shade in my face, it looked orange. Let me see if I'm missing comments. And I had no intention, seriously. I just wanted like 1 palette, because I knew I wanted the 2 orange blushes, and I'm like, I'll just get a bronzer too, even though I have enough house slabs, because they last long time. The one I pinned, I think, is over 2 years old, and I'm still using it. So this is the lipstick. It says Hung Vanngo down here, and it has HV at the top, and on the bottom, what's the PAO one is? I'm gonna have to look this up later. Oh gee, yeah, the ink is almost the same color. Well, the print is almost the same. Oh shit, almost the same color as. You already. Y'all, the font is almost the same color as the packaging. I'm gonna have to take a picture and blow that up to see. It looks like it wants to say 24, but it could be wishful thinking. Y'all know I love 24-month PAOs, and that's why I'm okay too with getting Natasha's palettes, because hers are always 24 months, which means I'll be able to use it for a long time. I'm trying to see what this one says. I don't know. For his palettes. Oh, why do they make the font like that? Anyway, so pretty. So this is the lipstick. It is a magnetic closure. This is Vanngo Red. Once we had a chance to try these, if I love them, I already have my list of products to add to my stash later on. What I love, Janessa, though, is that you actually like use your makeup. So this is what it looks like. No, I don't wear bullet lipsticks. But this, I do not. And here we are. Like, make it make sense. So we're going to move this mirror down here so I can see my lips. Excuse me for that shadow. I will move it after I apply it. Yeah, so I'm excited for our live streams. One of them will be here on my channel, and one of the joint live streams will be over on her channel. And we're trying to see, we're trying to think of the best way to like get Grace to at least collab with us too. But y'all know she'd be busy, and so, and it feels so good. Does that not look orange? It is a matte lipstick, but it feels smooth. Let me know if this looks orange to y'all. Because on the back of my hand, I'm like, this looks orange. So I'm wondering now, like, how orange is the orange one going to be? And sneaky ass Janessa, right, Tanya? Sneaky ass Janessa, she was like, oh, don't order the orange one, because the Vanngo Red is like an orange red, da da da. And then she sends me a screenshot of a purchase order. She ordered it for me. Okay, so I will still have the orange one. So we're going to put the lip liner on. I just wanted y'all to see this by itself. And then we're going to put more of, excuse me, the lipstick on. Yeah, I was just like, and keep in mind too, my lip line is darker than my hand. Even though my whole face is darker than my hand. But like here, my lip line is more like mid-tone, rosy brown. I don't know. But it's definitely not like my hand. And he did say it'll look different on different people because of the color of your lips. But when I put this on my hand, I'm like, why? Because I just was like, I'm going to go on his website and get the orange one. This is the lip pencil above the line. I did not intend on doing this, y'all. And that's why I had to change the title and change the thumbnail and add more links in the description box and all of that. And so we're not going to twist up a lot. I'm going to, ooh, that's chocolatey. Ooh, it looks, I want to say it looks almost plummy, but I'm sure that's because of the color of my lips. And I am putting it where it's not lipstick first. Y'all could tell I don't be lining my lips. And I don't overline my lips. This is creamy. A plummy brown. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. And I do prefer, even though I do have a lot of creamy ones like this, the NYX retractable ones, I do also find that I really like their matte ones, the ones you have to sharpen, because it is more stiff than a pencil. And so how this ended up like over here, that would never happen with that because of the texture of it. And so this is the darkest lip liner. And this is above the line. A couple of his lip liners are the exact same shade as some of his lipsticks. And so for those who, the lippy, I think he said like when it dries down or something, but it is a very smooth formula. Then that's something like Torrance. When he would do his face and he'd be looking over like that, he'd be like, because when I talk, I'm going to go outside my line. And so with people who do like the same color lip liner, okay, Michelle, have a good evening. Some people do like their lip liner to be the same color as their lips. I don't, especially if it's the lighter shade, because I know I like dark lips. So this is what the lip liner looks like. So now we're going to go ahead and put it all over. And then, that's pretty. Hi, Emily. How are you today? Today or tonight, depending on where you are in the world, because the Crazy Troll Nation is international. So I don't know where everybody's from, but I do know for sure like certain ones are from. This is pretty. Somewhere else. It is. It's really smooth. This feels nice. So I do prefer this kind of lip liner than the ones you got to sharpen, but the sharper ones do give me more. Oh, so you're on your Central Time. Okay, I'm here on the East Coast. Welcome to the East Coast, Emily. Glad to have you. And I thought, I almost didn't get this, but then when I saw it, I'm like, fuck it. Because I have that chocolate chip lip liner from Dose of Colors, which is a dark brown. But then I said, you know what? I want to just experience it and use it with, oh, that's nice. Thank you. So, let me see here how I'm going to do this. Because I do want to blend my lip line, but then I'm thinking I may use the pointy part of the lipstick to do my lip line, which is what I think we're going to do. So this is the lip liner. This is the dark one for anybody who, thank you, Emily, for anybody who just wants to know this is the darkest lip liner. So we are going over the lip line. And so it doesn't look janky, we'll go back and put more lip liner on top. Like if I go over the line too much. This is, you know what? Ooh, this is bright. Damn. And I am curious. Let's see what the orange one's gonna look like, because this is bright. Oh my God. Thank you, Janet. Somebody asked me that before. And they said they didn't think I did because I seemed happy. And I was like, what? They said to them, people are happier. And I'm like, oh, that was the first time I heard that one. I was like, huh? Yeah, a lot of people left. And I think either they were just the hopscotch. No, the double Dutch people. Jump in and jump out. Or because I didn't start straight away with Vanngo, they were like, I'll just come back later. Which is fine. Y'all, this is bright. Oh my gosh. So this is his Universal Red. I'm wiping this off on a piece of paper towel down here just to get the lip liner off, which doesn't matter because I would use them in conjunction with each other. Or maybe with a black or something. That would have scared, I would have been scared of it. You see my face, I'm like, and I don't need to clean it because I'm going to use it in conjunction with the lip liner or another lip liner. So eventually I'll just leave it messy, but I did just clean it on the paper towel. I don't know what to say. I'm just like, it wore down quick, y'all. I did not twist it up earlier, but this, and another thing with these types of lip liners, they do wear down pretty quick because they're so creamy. So I did just wind it up just a little bit. So we're gonna put on our lip liner. And I'm going to go over the orange, well, the lipstick, because I that was bright. And so all along here we are putting the lipstick. So this can be a teaching moment. If you have a lipstick that you like the color but it's too bold and you do use a lip liner, line your lips and then just put the lip liner a little bit on top of the lipstick. Yeah, I tell y'all, I be like just doing things and they turn out to be good things. Even like with my clients, like I'll try stuff I've never done before. And I'm like, oh, that turned out nice. So you see how this looks with the lip liner on and then putting the lip liner on top of the lipstick. Like this I like. And this I would even maybe do. We're going to put chocolate chip too. I like how this looks. Y'all look how fast this wears down. What? This ain't going to last long. You do too. You also love your purples. So if you have a lip liner, yeah, it did mute it. And I do like this a lot better because y'all know my favorite lipstick is black. So like, where did this come from? Like, I don't know. And so I do like this better. So we're going to line the lips again and then go over the top of the lipstick. The only thing with doing all of this, y'all, is if I was doing this to go out somewhere, if I were eating or drinking, I would have to redo the entire lip, or at least just put on more of the lip liner. Because I wouldn't put on more of the lipstick because that's like really bold, and I would want to cover it up because I do like a darker lip. This is really creamy. This is a nice lip liner, but it's wearing down like super fast. I can tell you this, because of how fast it's wearing down, and just this one time using it, I would not repurchase it. I think it's like $24. So I do, the lipstick is really comfortable. So it does mute it, and I do really like this look. This is a look I would do again. I would do this lip look again. But it's just, it seems like a lot of work. And maybe that's why, well, one reason I don't line my lips usually is because I'm using a liquid lipstick, and I'll use the tip of the lipstick to line my lips. And so, and liquid lipsticks for me don't bleed. And so I really don't, I do like this a lot better. I like this a lot better. But y'all, I done turned it up twice, and this ain't gonna last long. So that's something to consider and something to think about. For $24, like how often, if you line your lips every time you wear lipstick, how many of these, how often are you going to be buying? You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it wears down really quick. But I can say it feels really nice. The lipstick being a matte lipstick, it feels really nice as well. We're going to take, I know she over here hiding, feeling neglected and whatnot. This is Dose of Colors Nima Tan. Can't find it nowhere anymore. I do have a backup. I've had it from before. This is, the lip liner is called Chocolate Chip. And so it is a deep chocolate color. This is a lot to do for my lips, y'all. This is like a lot of stuff. So one reason I don't line my lips is because liquid lipstick I don't need to. It doesn't bleed. But then, like, how long I've been doing my lips right now? You know what I'm saying? And to know if I wore this out, I would have to just keep touching up. If I cared enough to touch it up. And it would depend on where I was going. Alright, so after this, we're going to get to the funner part of the eyeshadow palettes. Yeah, this is taking like a long time. Oh man. And this is one of them creamy ones too. So I'm like over the line. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get to these eyeshadow palettes. Okay, that fixed it. Alright. So this is what I envisioned with that other lip liner. This is how I envisioned it with the other lip liner. But this is a lot to do. This is a lot to do. But I do really like this look. I was envisioning the orange with a red liner, and I do really like how that looks. If I ever wanted to brighten it up, just put more of this on, and that'll brighten it for you. So let me move this mirror back to where it was, and we're gonna get with these eyeshadow palettes. So it doesn't feel like a matte lipstick on my lips. Some matte lipsticks, you put them on, and like your lips start to feel really dried out, and it's like, oh my gosh, like what is this? Like, it's very comfortable. It is very comfortable. And he has, I forget how many shades. Janessa, you might know how many shades if you're still here and not working, I should say. He didn't come out with like 50 something like somebody else did, which was insane. But anyway, it feels very comfortable. It doesn't feel like a matte lipstick, a traditional matte lipstick. We're gonna do the, oh Lord, we're gonna do the Composed Cool first. I asked the cashier, I said, can I open them just to check them? I think she's new. She said, check them for what? She really said that, y'all. She said, check them for what? I said, to check them to make sure, you know, they, you know, aren't cracked or broken. And she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, because nobody's ever asked me that before. You think 18, 14 on Sephora? Yeah, I think around that too. Can one of y'all take care of Olin for me, please? So all of his packaging is sleek like this. Thank you, Janessa. And it has his name down here. And on the back, excuse me for that. This is 12-month PAO, which starts today. Yes, his brand is his name. His name is Vanngo. I don't know if it's backwards on your end or not. He does videos here on YouTube. Please do check that man out. I did post a couple of his videos like a while ago on my community tab. Y'all, this is so pretty. And somebody may complain, but just like Pat McGrath is all black lacquer, all of his stuff is the same color. I'm a label hoe, so I'm gonna put a label on anyway, so I don't care. Yeah, so all of them look exactly the same. Let me take them all out the boxes. They all look the same. He explained. I looked in it like, did I crack something? Here I was trying to figure out what it meant. What's his name? Janet, you can't be acting like me, because I'd be like, what? I'd be like, what's 2 times 28? Yeah, Vanngo is his name. Please, if I remember, I will post his video on my community tab when he explained all of his products. He showed, what is this? What is this on my finger and on my hand? He explained the meaning behind, you know, why he picked this color packaging. He left the color red, he says. And why he picked this type of material. He said because it's not going to get dirty. He said if you get a smudge on it, just wipe it off. It'll come off. Whereas some packaging, like, it just gets gross and it's just like, that looks disgusting. But yeah, that was a really good video. And I like that he showed and talked about every individual product. The palettes have 4 different formulas in it. He talked about the different formulas. Everything can be used on every complexion. I'll just put it that way. But yeah, so they all look the same. So I will be putting labels on them because I'm a label whore. Yeah, label whore. I am. And I own it. Damn it. Janet, that was funny. He was trying to figure out what Vanngo means. I wish his first name was different, but his mama or his daddy gave him that name. So I'm like, I didn't, you know. And then y'all know I'm involved in the alternative community. And so like certain words just make me think of certain things. Judge me, I don't care. So these are, tell me y'all don't think about certain things when y'all hear the word hung. That's why I always say his name, Vanngo, because I can't just say just that. So yeah, they all look the same. The same. The same. Yeah, so there is a method to the madness. So we're going to start with the Composed Cool. 8 ounces, no, 8 times 0.6 ounces. So there's a total of 1.8 grams of product in here. And he has the numbers on the back. And on the website, it has, is it on the box? Absolutely. It's on the back of the box. The number. And it tells you down here, like, what formula each number is. I don't know yet, and I doubt it. If I go online and print it out and do label, I doubt if I'll do all of that. But this right here is the ingredients, and then it goes like number one and number whatever is whatever formula, and it goes down like that. And so the numbers are up here, which are on the back. So sort of like Hourglass, how they put their names. So this is composed. I promise you, Janessa, I'm gonna, y'all see me struggling to even say the sentence. I'm going to practice. I'm going to have restraint. I am not going to do swatch. I am not going to do looks with these palettes. So this is, let me just hold it upside down. Yeah. When I swatch, I'll hold it the other way. So this is Composed Nudes. This to me looks like a gray green or a green gray or a grayish or whatever they call that shade. Yeah. So spicy applicators. We're going to swatch these. And then we're going to do the blue and then the green and throw them on our forehead, y'all. So this shade, yeah, 1 through 4 and then 5 through 6. There's no names, there's just numbers. So we're just going to swatch them and you'll be able to tell from what it looks like what it is. And oh, they are so smooth. Did I just make a weird noise in my throat? So this is that shade. And it felt so nice being the first one to swatch the testers in the store, because they were just like, I mean, it was just the smoothest thing ever. Whereas if it's an older palette, it just be like, what the fuck is this grainy shit? But why? Like right here, it looks like it wants to be a dual chrome, but I don't believe anything in here is shifty, and it might just be the way the light is hitting it. That's a pretty shade. That is pretty. We're going to come over here to this one. They are buildable. So if you like dark looks, but you don't want super, super dark, you don't have to do that. I'm going to cry. We're going to take this one. I'm going to cake this one. We're going to take this one. Y'all, these feel so smooth. This is the one that seems to be a different formula from this one, from the texture of it, if you can see what I'm talking about. So this is one we swatched already, this one we didn't, but you can see how you can see the texture, I guess to say. But this is pretty. So now we're going to go this one. And it does feel different. It doesn't feel gritty, but it doesn't feel 100% smooth. And I wonder, like, as I use it, if it'll feel different. Because even swatching it now, the texture looks different. You know what I mean? It doesn't look textured like it did before. So this is this shade. That's pretty. So could I have done this with other stuff? Yeah. But did I want this one? Yes. I did. Let me move my makeup trash bag over here. And so those are the first 4 shades, and now we're going to take this one. This one feels different. I can say, when I was swatching them, I was able to tell like which one was his creamy matte formula. Oh my gosh, oh, I felt so good. Ooh. Me likey. I'm going to come over to this, whatever color this is. This is a creamy shade too, and you can see from the sponge tip applicators marking it. The same with these two up here too. So we're going to put this here. So this is like a, I don't know what it's like. So this seems to be almost a matte version of this one. Y'all, I don't know what the fuck that was. You ever just get like a pain across your eyeball? My doctor says it's from dry eye, and I am supposed to use the drops like 4 times a day, and I never do. Maybe twice a day I'll use them. Because I had told him it concerned me, like once in a while when I get like a pain that shoots through my eye. And he said it's from dry eye. And I'm like, what? That fucking hurt. Excuse me, y'all. I'm putting pressure on it, which helps, but damn. When I tell y'all, excuse me for smacking, it's always something with me. It's always something with me. Um, and it still hurts. So now I'm going to swatch this one. You see that? They're creamy. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. This is really, and the formulas feel really good. This feels nice too. Oh my gosh. It feels really good. Alicia Archer's video, they sent her all the palettes in PR, and I think at least one blush and maybe one lipstick. And she was saying, I forget what texture it was, but she was saying she wished it had more color to it. If she said it was more as like a sparkling topper. But looking at this, like everything shows up, even the sparkly shades. Y'all, this eye, it's like right here feels like it's something sticking me in my eye. But even the shimmer shades show up. Oh my God, that hurts. But this is Composed Cool. If any of you were interested in that palette. Composed Cool, and they are creamy. You can see what I mean. So this is Composed Cool. This is what it looks like. Everything shows up really nice. Everything felt really nice. This one did look textured, but after I swatched it, swirled the sponge tip in there, it doesn't anymore, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, I like this color story. I know I have Xenon. I know. Am I going to leave these out for a flat lay? Yeah. Yeah. And then I'll put them back in the box and put it back in the bag and hide it from myself. It's nice, and the formula feels really nice too, Joe. This does not feel like a matte lipstick. Like my lips it doesn't feel like I have anything on my lips. It really doesn't. I do like this color story. So just really quick, Makeup by Mario, because this is a smoky kind of thing. And we got that. So really from here would be, and none of these look white. This isn't white. I remember we swatched it and it was some kind of multi-chrome something. But there's a gray, we have a black, we have a light gray, and a shimmer charcoal gray. Members, should I swatch these just to see in comparison? So let me know that, the members who are in here. And meanwhile, my eye is hurting. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and swatch. Which one is this one? This one is Brilliant Blue. So members in here, let me know if you want me to compare the similar colors in Makeup by Mario with this or not. And this is what Hung was saying. Like this has marks on it, and I can see where it's a little discolored because it doesn't wipe off. And he was saying like with this, it will just wipe off. And so I do appreciate that. So Brilliant Blue, not for you. Okay, Janet. Well, I will put him away. Because even if it's like 4 shades that's similar, we still have the other stuff going on here. You know what I mean? And so I'm not going to call a palette a dupe palette for just a handful of shades. Like if it's like 15 shades and like 10 are dupes, then yeah. But just for like 3 or 4 shades, I wouldn't even consider that a dupe palette. But that's just me and how my wacky mind works. Was that you, Janet, that laughed at me? When, what video was it? And I said, if you're confused, welcome to my mind. Or it might have been Michelle that put like an LOL or something. Yeah, because I think it might have been members. Yeah, because I was like processing, outwardly processing. So Brilliant Blue is the name of this one. That is what that looks like here. Yeah, I am going to definitely put labels on these. I think I'll pass on that one. If I need black to darken, you'll just pull from on your blends palette. And I'm not as into grays. That makes sense. That makes sense. Janessa has been such a ball of light in my excitement, fury, hazy, giddy experience with this launch coming out. And it was just really nice to be like, we were going back and forth like crazy, y'all, talking about this collection. And it felt good to have someone to just, that's excited as I am. Well, I think she's more excited about Blend Bunnies, but someone who shares an excitement. Because I'm like, is it just me or like, ugh. And so that was really nice. And I do thank you for that, Janessa. So this is Brilliant Blues. And this is the one I said I had decided not to get. You see how that worked out, right? I like this lip. This is what I envisioned with the brown lip and that orange lipstick, but I had to do a lot of stuff to get it. But I will do it again. And I remember saying I decided not to get this one because of these 3 light shades right here. And this similar shade in Circle Loco from Natasha Denona, it makes me look dusty unless I do just a thin line. Just a thin line. If I go anything more than a thin line, it looks dusty on me. And so I'm like, well, what would this one look like? And I'm just like, I don't know. But then when I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck her. Fuck her. So we're going to start with this. This one is this is a bold blue. When I first touched the sponge tip in here, it did feel a little, I want to say stiff, but I don't. But then once I went like this, whatever that feeling was went away. So I don't know if it's an overspray or whatever, but my first swipe, I was kind of like, but then it went away and now it feels really creamy. And you can see it is because you can see where I swatched it. We're going to put this one right here. Ooh. I will say, this did swatch patchy in the store. The blue palette was the only one somebody had stuck their fingers in. And so I said either it's that or it's just a formula. Because I did skinny for smacking, as you see. But it is easy to just build it up. Are they soft shadows, creamy? For the most part, they're creamy. And that's what I'm saying is like, if you see how where I swirled it at? That's how creamy it is. Like if it was chalky, it would just, and he did say he formulated them not to have kick up. And you can see from swatching them, even the black palette I just did, the Composed Cools, there was no dust in the pan. There was no dust inside the palette. And so they are creamy. They are creamy. So we're going to come over here to this one. And the same thing with this, like first touchdown, it was kind of like, but it's creamy. You see that sponge applicator mark? That's creamy. If it was dusty or dry, it would kind of just fall out or flake, or unless it was just really a soft formula. But this feels really nice. And when I swatched them in the store, I was like, oh my God, these feel so nice. And so this one is, why does that look like the same shade? Why, this way it look, These like the same shade to y'all, because to me they're looking the same and it's throwing me off. And I know I'm on the right side of the sponge tip because this side has this color on it and this side is this one. If I'm like really looking at it like I am, this one is brighter, but for this to look this dark in person, and it does look a little darker in person, like on my forehead, I'm like, if I put them next to each other, it looks murky. It looks like it might be some green in there or something. That's kind of like a grungy color because it's not just a straight blue. I don't know what undertone is in there, but I do think if I put them next to each other on the lid, like this one on first half of the lid, this on the second half of the lid, I do think it would blend together. The first one does have a brighter pop, but not by much though. More like blue jeans. Well, to me, but y'all know my perception of color is different, so y'all know that. But we're going to go back to the bright side. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. It's hard to tell the difference as you look at. Yeah, that's how I felt. But this one, the bright one is a little bit brighter. Like this, yes, you can tell they're different. But if I was out somewhere and I had this on the first half and this on the second half, and I blended, of course, it would look like just the same shade. I can, like here I'm seeing like a little green. So it is a difference, but it's very nuanced. Because first couple swipes, I'm like, well, y'all saw my face. But they are definitely different. This one is brighter. This one is a little murkier. Who said that word? Yeah, Janet. So I agree with you. Yeah. So it's a little deeper, but not by much. Yeah, I won't either because we already know what they're going to look like. I agree. Once in the eyes will probably look the same. Yeah. Yeah. And y'all know I don't like that in the palette. Sorry, Vanngo. I have a tendency to say what I think here. if you do happen to see this. Yo, he is so amazing. He comments to people's comments on his Instagram posts, and even on under his videos. When you leave comments, like even if it's just thank you for watching, like he'll say something, and sometimes he'll say, "Oh, Alexandria, no, we're still Team Hung Vanngo over here." And sometimes he'll say a little bit more, but he always does answer back, which I think is amazing. All right, let's keep moving. We got 2 more in this pouch. We're gonna turn this over here. You better be Alexandra. I'll be messing with my man. I'm joking. He don't even know me. And his orientation is not geared towards me anyway. But did we do this one? Wait a minute. Oh, we only did these 2. Yo, I'm thrown off because I'm like, how do we have 3, but we only, okay, yeah. This one is super smooth. This one is more smoother than the first 2. And that's the only reason you can't see the sponge tip marks is because how light it is. But again, there's no kick up in the pan. And even sponge tips, you really don't get kick up, but sometimes there is something. This, I do think this would make me look a little dusty unless, but it doesn't. It doesn't make me look dusty. The one from Natasha Denona and Circle Loco, that does make me look dusty. This doesn't look, my neck. This doesn't look dusty. It looks almost grayish, but it could be my foundation and the powder. I think I have watched his videos before. I just looked at his channel and it looks familiar. I love that man. His lisp still gets me. I just be like, yo, you've been here long enough. Like for salicylic acid, he'll say salicylic acid. And I'll be like, salicylic acid. I'll be yelling at the TV. I'll be yelling at him, y'all. And something else that he says. Sometimes when he pronounces words that has an S on the end, you don't hear it, but then sometimes you do. And I think that's interesting. That's part of his lisp. Because he'll, like, if I say, you know, you can use whichever color, he'll say, you can use this color if you want to, or, you know. So sometimes I hear his S's and sometimes I don't. But that's just part of his lisp. This is shiny. I'm looking at this one compared to that one. But this is more silver. This does have a hint of blue in it. But it is a blue palette, right? Yeah. All right. We're going to come down here. Oh, this feels nice. These 2 up here, though creamy, felt just a tad less creamy than all the other ones. And I know they say blues are hard shade to make. I've heard that about every freaking color, to be honest with you. And that's not, so y'all see that texture. This is creamy. This might be one of his creamy mattes. So this is that color. Oh, I like this one. Oh, that's pretty. I do not have buyer's remorse, but I feel like when I had got Xenon, yeah, that is pretty, Alexandra. I feel like I did with Xenon, that it was going to motivate me to do something different than I normally do, because otherwise, yes, these are monochromatic palettes. These just, especially these 2, they just run into each other. So it'd be real easy just to do, you know, this or this, well, this for in the corner because it's sparkly, and then put, you know, this blue, and then put that blue, and put this for transition, and put this on your lower lash line. Like, that is super easy. So I am curious to see what looks content creators come up with, because a lot of them know they're not, and I was wishing that they would, because I would be swapping and switching. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, I don't know. But I did think that would be really cool if they were, but not to my knowledge. And I don't even see a pan. I see it when I look sideways, but like as far as I know, they're not magnetic. Do I dare? Damn it, y'all. Do I friggin' dare? If I'm messing these palettes. No, they're not. Yo, if I would have cracked that shadow, I would have had a Crazy Troll Nation GoFundMe to buy another one. Yeah, they're not magnetic. They're not magnetic. So yeah, it's gonna. I feel like this is going to, especially if I use it on its own, which y'all know I do at first. Get out of here. Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. Well, actually, like 5 this morning after I had made my online purchase. I was like, it would be cool if they were, because I can see people buying them all and just watching them, you know, swapping them out. But excuse me for that. So Yeah, I do feel like y'all know I use a palette for what it is before I start. I don't know why my fingers was like that. Before I start using it with other palettes, and so this will, I feel like, encourage me to do something different than I normally do, because otherwise, I mean, it is a monochromatic palette. It's going to be a monochromatic look, but that doesn't mean that it all has to be light to dark, same type of thing. And I forget whose video I was watching. They also sent her all of the palettes, and she did a look with all of the palettes, and all of her looks were different. Like, she did like a traditional light to dark, monochromatic, and then she did something else, and then she did a graphic line with another palette. She did a halo look and something else, and I really appreciated that, because otherwise, y'all know what I'm about to say. When the new launch comes, all the looks look the same. Almost. It might be 25 different videos. Out of the 25, 20 of them have all the same looks. And so I really appreciated how she did something different with each eyeshadow look that she did. He may somewhere down the line, like, this is his first launch. And so this one y'all see is sparkly. This one feels gritty at first, like the other one in the other palette, but as I swipe around the pan, the creaminess comes out. The creaminess is felt. This is nice. These are nice textures. So this is this one. I don't know if I'm really a blue person. I do know that blues does enhance my eye color, which I don't really care too much about. But I'm going to just say it. These are really close. Like, just how these two are close, these two are close. Even though one is a shimmer and one is a matte, question mark? But they're really close. And so I'm not sure. I think I just watched. Yeah, this is the side. I'm not sure how I feel about that right now. So we're just going to bring the shimmer over here. So you can tell they're different because one is shimmer and one is not. If you're into two shadow looks and you don't want to do too much and have a little color, like, this would be it for you. Put the shimmer one on most of your lid and just put this one maybe just like an outer V kind of thing. I think that will look really pretty. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm seeing some green in there, but then it does, well, I don't know. Are y'all seeing any green in either one of these? Or am I just having a moment? Excuse me. I would have been a little salty about them being so close. Excuse me. I'm kind of feeling a little something. And the lady at the store told me, and she said, I said, I only intended on trying to get one. I came in to swatch them to narrow it down. And she said, well, if you don't like it, you can return it. You can bring it back. And I'm like, I said, the only time I return stuff is if I have a bad reaction because I have sensitive skin. If it irritates my skin, breaks me out, my lids get sore, whatever, then I do want my money back. If you broke out my skin or irritated me, I want my money back. If it's just a color story, I will ask around to someone, hey, is this your color story? And I'll give it away. But you know what, y'all, I'm kind of like, but I'm going to give it time. I'm going to let it sit. And when Janessa's stuff come in and we do, all our stuff and we do looks, then I'll see. So I'm not going to make any decisions now. But I don't just return stuff just because I don't like it. I don't. And I know some people do just buy stuff and return it. And then she was she was so cute. That's the one that went and got me the basket. She said, well, when you return stuff, we send it to such and such and they repurpose all the materials and blah, blah, blah. Unlike Ulta, they just throw stuff in the trash. I said, but. Yeah, I said it like that. I said, but. And I did raise my voice like that. I went, but. Ulta has an amazing reward system. I said, of all this stuff, that's Sephora copies from Ulta, all the sales, that's Sephora copies from Ulta. I said, what they need to copy is the reward system. She said, yeah, Ulta reward system is a lot better. Don't let me read you in your store where you work at, girl. She was like, yeah, the reward system is better. Duh, we all know that. But y'all really said all that to her. And after the fact, I'm like, damn, did I just really go off like that? And she agreed with me. She's like, yeah, you're right. Well, she said that she was scared. But because she was shorter than me. She was thin. She was petite. So maybe she thought I was going to just, I don't know. But I did say it like that, like kind of aggressive. Like, look, all the stuff Sephora steals from them, they need to steal their reward system. So this is that one. This one is definitely different. This one, I don't even know why I tapped back in. That one is definitely bright. This looks like a Janessa color. But these two and these two, like I could have done with just one of these and one of those. Is anybody seeing green in here? Like when I turn a certain way. It's looking like just one dual chrome, like both of them together. And I actually like it though. Okay. So we got one more. We got this one over here. This one is super creamy. And let's just put this right here. Okay, is this one that would make me look dusty? If I blend it out, no. But then as I blend it out, it's like, where's the color? But I'm okay with that because I'd rather you blend away and look barely there than stay there and look dusty. So this would be something to just buff out another shade or like an eraser shade. But because it is so light, I would have to go back over it a little bit with whatever shade that I used it to erase. So it wouldn't just look like that. But it does not look dusty. To me, it looks like a, I don't know how to describe color, like a pale gray. And maybe it is, like, I don't know. So I am glad that none of this, neither one of these three make me look dusty. This one has potential, but a thin line. Like how it is right here, I don't think it looks dusty. This one doesn't. Surprisingly, I didn't poke myself in the eye when I just went like that. So that is the blue one. So we got one more palette. I'm going to make sure I'm not missing comments. And I'm not. Somebody commented to, it must be my Instagram, that they were expecting me to haul this brand because they know how much I love him because I be talking about his videos. I didn't even expect to be hauling this brand. Like I said, I just want one palette. That's it. But y'all see how that worked out. I got freaking 3. So how do I feel right now? I don't like that these two are super close. I don't like that these two are super close. But both of these together, the way to me it just looks like a dual chrome. Because right here in the middle, it seems to be a different color. And even when I turn like this right here, this part still seems to be a different color. And I would wear those like that. They are close, but I do really love how it looks. And what it is making me think of, thank you, Alexandra. What it's making me think of is one of those Lethal Cosmetic shadows. That's what it's making me think of. And I don't know if it's the shimmer on this side or what, but I would wear those together. I'm okay with that. These two, I just wouldn't put them next to each other. Like, this is bright. That's a really bold, cool tone shade. So we got one more, and that one is, y'all, my eye hurts. This is Gorgeous Green and Yellow, right? Y'all like, girl, they all look the same on the outside. I know. I know. Like, this is Gorgeous Green and Yellow, girl. So yeah, y'all don't have like labels on the front somewhere. This is pretty. This is Screaming Janessa. Y'all know she loves her green. Y'all look at this palette. I'm wondering if these two are going to be similar. Like seeing how they look in the pan. I always feel like I say pan funny, like pan. Yeah. I like this one. I like them all. The blue. Let me swatch this first, and then I'll let y'all know like which one of the 3 is my favorite. Or I mean, just from swatches. I haven't done looks yet, as y'all know, so like we don't know. So, excuse me. You're right, Jen. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right. Because this is a gold, and this is like a pale yellow, but. But yeah, so yeah, really no yellow, because this to me looks gold. But y'all know my perception of colors. You know. I know, Janessa. And this does look like you. And this in person almost looks black. It's like a deep forest green, as if I know what deep forest green looks like. But to me, my first go around, it did feel a little stiff. But then once I went around, it broke through whatever that was, and it actually feels really nice. So we are... I just want to put this here because I want to kind of keep stuff close. This is nice. And y'all see how that blends out? Oh. And so we're just going to tap and just see what happens. So even tapping it with a sponge tip anyway, it does pick up more color. Like, you do not need a lot with this. I'm smiling like I'm cute. That look crazy. We're going to take this one right here. This looks like it has That's the wrong side. Let me wipe that off. Or I can just get another one. Y'all know I got sponge tips for years. So then we're going to take this one. This is creamy. I like how even the textured ones don't feel textured. So we're going to keep on swirling. We're going to put that down here. That's pretty. That's pretty. That is pretty. Girl, you look good. I know, right? Thank you. I'm going to take this one over here. This one, the same thing as this one. There's an overspray or something. But once I go all the way around it, it goes away and it feels smooth. We're going to put this over here. This is pretty. I prefer darker colors, but this is pretty. This is an easy look right here. Inner corner, center lid, outer V. That's an easy look. Now we're going to come over to this one. This one is smooth. And I'm going to put this down here. That's pretty. That shimmer is nice. That's nice. This is a nice, that's nice. I like that. Okay, I'm rocking with you. Then we're going to take, that whole thing is done. All right, one more. This one feels a tad dry. And even after going all the way around it, still feels a little dry. None of the other ones in the other two palettes or any of the shades so far in this one felt this way. This one does feel a little dry. A close second would be one of the matte blues. But this is feeling, even now, like it's still feeling dry. But let's see what it does. It goes on nice. I will say this though, for those of you who use your fingers with makeup, I know I said already I was the first one to touch any of them except for the blues. And the blue shadows did feel different than all the other palettes. And so if you use your fingers for makeup a lot, it may change the texture of the shadows. And I'm just saying that based off of being maybe the second or third person to swatch the blues, because the formula did feel different than all the other ones. All the other ones, everything was super smooth, super creamy. With the blues, I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, you know what? Somebody already had dug their fingers in here. So that's just something to consider. I'm not saying don't use your hands for makeup. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just making an observation. This is different from this. That's what I was just now looking at. This is pretty. This one right here. This is super, 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 super smooth. That's nice. That's nice. It's not a bright green. I don't know what it is. What color would y'all say this is? That is super pretty. Says me who likes dark shades. So, two more colors, y'all. This one is smooth. This one is creamy. So just this one is like the driest one out of all of them that I have. I didn't swatch the warm. I didn't swatch the neutrals in the store. I didn't swatch the pinks and reds, and I didn't swatch the orange. I just swatched these three palettes. I'm gonna put this one next to this. That was this one. Celadon. I'm not sure what color name comes from, but I like it. Oh, hey Savannah, welcome back. I'm hearing that theme song from Welcome Back Carter in my song. Welcome back, welcome back. We're gonna put this right next to it. It is deeper, but it's a little bit deeper, like how this one was a little bit deeper than this one. It is more noticeably different. But if I put them side by side, you know, it would just blend in. It would look like I sheared it out. This shade looks like a sheared out version of this one. And that's okay. Because I do think most people will just use the darker shades in all of these palettes for their outer corner or for upper lash line. I don't know though. That's kind of close. That's kind of close. But I can tell It's more different than these two blues. We got one more, y'all. This is super creamy. I'm hungry. I had my oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon before I left. This one is some kick up in the pan. You can see down the pan. See what I'm saying? Y'all can see, like, just along the edge, there's some little kick up in the pan. That's the first shade out of all of these I swatched that. Oh, it did that and it fell on my station. This is the first shade I've swatched that even did that. Am I being too aggressive? I'm excited because we're almost done. So this one, as you blend it out, it's a muted version of this one. As you blend it out, it just kind of, it shears out more and more. Hey Pierre, how are you doing tonight? Or this morning? This does really, like, seriously shear out. This would be good for me for brow bone. It's going to be a while. Oh my gosh. That's why I put these back in the boxes, back in the bag, and put it aside, because Janessa and I are going to do a joint live stream haul and swatches of our online orders. And so that means I'm gonna exercise a lot of restraint. I am not gonna, after tonight when I put them away, I'm gonna take pictures and that's gonna be it until after we do that other. But that's good to hear. After her and I do that video, so it's gonna be a while before I get the looks. But meanwhile, I know a bunch of people on YouTube are gonna be doing looks, and some people will say, "Girl, it's hot right now and it's new, and you weren't the first to get it through the videos." Y'all know I don't do stuff just for views, because that would be the thing to do. But I'm not chasing views like that. Like anything, really. I do like this shade. Again, this would be nice for brow bone for me. This is a different tone than this one. This would be good for brow bone too. Or if I just do it in the corner, which I don't always do. So, what do we think about the black? We're actually cool. What is it? Composite cool. Composed cools. The black one. Brilliant blues or gorgeous green and yellow. The reason I decided to get all three of these was because when I did that collage picture, I'm like, these all would pair very well. Like you see all the three different color stories. You got to take yourself to bed. Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, Alexandra, and thank you so much for being here tonight. Always good to see you. And so I am going to use them for what they are after Janessa and I do our online haul video. And then I'm going to start doing looks with them. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, Savannah. She said, everyone listen. Subscribe to her. She is a diva. Thank you. So, I don't want to, y'all know I'm uncoordinated. And then my fingers will lock up some kind of way. So, just stick my finger in it. Actually, I actually, excuse me, did not stick my finger in it. And I'm putting this box over the mirror for the composed cools, so y'all can see how they look together. So look at this though, y'all. I can smell it. It doesn't smell bad. I think it might be the glue. Mind you, when I first got in the store, and I'm like, where's the Hung Vanngo makeup? She's like, oh, we didn't put it out yet. The one whose name is Debbie, and she always says I have very fair skin. She's the one that looks like Casper. She looks like a sheet of paper. And I'm always like, and so what I realized was that her saying I'm very fair is I'm very fair for a black person. And that's been confirmed because sis told me I'm not tan. And since then I asked y'all, and y'all been saying I ain't tan either. But she was like, your skin is so fair. And I'm looking at her looking like a piece of paper. But she was like, oh, we just got it in today. It's not out yet. And she walked around the corner. She said, oh, it's over here. It's near where the Fenty and Pat is. Well, in my local Sephora. She's like, oh, here they go. Because I was going to say, oh, hell no. Can somebody go in the back and get them? So these are what they, and these, I do like how these look all together. So we may do the black and the blue. Y'all look at that. Look at that black and that blue. Look. And look at the blues with the greens. And I knew my awkwardness was going to come out any minute. And then the greens with the blacks. Thank you, Savannah. I'm going to have some fun with these. And I think how these two are so close, I do think they'll look different with what I put them next to. You know what I'm saying? But look how these look together, though. Oh, man. And look how the black looks with the blues. And even the blue with the green. And I like what he did. I like that he did the color stories like this, because if you want just straight up neutrals, you have your pinks, you have the oranges. Alicia Archer, she did a look with the oranges. And then if you like greens, you got the greens, you got the blues, you got the black. So it's something for everybody. But look how these look together, though. And with the black one, too. Oh, man. I am excited. And right now, actually, I'm over it, these two being the same, because looking at all of these together and in combination with another one, I'm like, I see a lot of possibilities. And right now I'm trying to see the possibility of not dropping something. All right, here we go. So I want to hold these all up together again. Yeah, so look, y'all. I did want the warm and the neutral. I said no, because I'm getting Natasha's. I already know I'm getting Natasha's. So I am proud of myself. And these are $49 a piece. So I am proud of myself that I was able to talk myself out of, or confirm for myself not to get them. You're like, girl, you're about to spend over $160 for 2 other palettes. That's neutrals. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Because y'all did, between 3:30 this morning and about 3 this afternoon, within 12 hours, I spent like $400. Yeah, but 2 of the eyeliners are going back, so that'll bring me down to like $350, because the eyeliners are $24 a piece. So y'all, in 12 hours, I spent like $350. But you know what? Once it's going to build back up in my beauty budget. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to send money for my beauty budget straight onto the credit card that I used. And so that's something that you can do too, because I don't like to buy makeup on credit cards, because then you're paying interest. It's like, even if it's 20% off, some people's interest rates is almost 30%. So you're not saving anything really. You know what I mean? And so, and then because most of my credit cards do have a balance, that means I'm paying interest every freaking month. And so I don't want to keep using credit cards for that. We're going to test this, because y'all see that smudge right there. He said, if you just wipe it off, he said it'll come off. So we're going to see. So I have a paper. Is this clean? Yeah. So we're going to, oh man, do I need to put water on it? My little water thing here that I usually drink out of. Oh, he's dripping. All right, let me get up the drip with the paper towel. Excuse me, Mr. Vanngo. This part is wet. Oh, I see it in person. Because he said if you get a smudge on it, it'll just wipe off. I still see it in person. It might be because it's still wet, but like right here, you can see where the paper towel was. Yeah, he said it will just wipe right off. It ain't wipe right off. And I can see the mark from the paper towel. Yeah, I still see the mark though. I see a very faint mark like right there. He said it wouldn't leave a mark when you wipe it off. But I have to actually look for it though. This feels really good. Like it's whatever it is, but it feels soft. Excuse me. It almost feels like it would be squishy, but it's not squishy. Yeah, I could, you know what? I still see the mark a little bit. I'm still just like wiping it. I can pretend I don't see it. I have to really look for it to see it, because he did say it won't stain, it won't leave marks. So that's why I'm like. So what do we think? Do we have a preference for color story? The black and gray, the blues, or the greens? I like them all individual. This I'm feeling, I feel some kind of way about it, but not much, because I know it'll motivate me and encourage me to do different types of looks, so that they don't look the same, and I know not to put them next to each other, unless I just want to do just the blue look and just put one here and the other one over here, and that's it. And maybe put the black for outer corner or something like that. But I do, Genesis says, I mean, do we even need it? Oh yeah, we know you like the green. But I do really love the composed cools. I am really loving the green. The blue would be my least. But how the blue looks with the blacks and grays, I'm loving that, y'all. I am loving this whole forehead situation right here. I am loving it. This one is throwing me off because it's just really bright and it's super cool tone. But I really like how this looks up here, and I'm sure I would like this as much if this was the greens up here too. But I'm excited to get to use them. It'll be a while. I'm gonna put them back in the box and put them away after I take pictures. And so stay tuned to Janessa and I when we schedule the live streams. We're going to do our online haul and swatches. And then after that, we're going to do looks with the products. So it's going to be a lot of Vanngo beauty makeup type stuff. I am really digging the lip. It feels like there's nothing on my lips. And y'all saw I put a lot of product on my lips. And I really like this lip look. That's weird. Okay, so thank you y'all for being here. Thank you for everyone as part of the replay crew. I appreciate each and every one of you. This was very interesting. And what I love is that I remember saying that I hope, thank you, Joe. There's like 3 different things on my lips. Like seriously. I remember saying before that as excited as I was for him having his brand and just what he does in general, I said, I really hope, and I didn't doubt it, but it's always that like, maybe it's not. I remember saying, I hope that everything is as wonderful as my mind is telling me it's going to be. And it is. Even just the feel from the swatches and finger swatching in the store and then the swatches with the sponge tips and seeing how things show up, seeing how they're buildable. The lipstick is matte. It feels extremely comfortable. I would not repurchase the lip liner because it just wears down too freaking fast to pay $24 for that. So I would not repurchase that. I'm not a bullet lipstick person, so I'm not going to repurchase a lipstick. We'll see about the eyeliners though, because y'all know I always put gel pencil eyeliner under here. But I am satisfied with this purchase today. My credit card is not. My credit card debt overall is not. But I'm gonna pay this stuff off within like the next, I'll say 3 weeks. Because I do have about half of it, if not more, in my beauty budget. And so, yeah, within like 2 weeks, this will be paid off. So that's good. That's a good feeling too. But I am, yeah. I like the blue better with the black than just by itself. I'm loving it. So we're going to do looks per palette, and then we're going to mix and match and swap that out. So I'm just going to make sure I'm not missing comments, and then we're going to go. Thank you, y'all, for being here for me for this. And thank you, Janessa, for sharing. I think it was my short. She shared my short, I think it was. I was surprised. And 4 different people on Instagram put my short in their stories. That's never happened unless it was like a collab thing. So I was just like, what? Swallowed the wrong way. Needless to say, Janessa, no website work today. I need to eat. I had a bagel when I came home. I need food, which means a salad with a protein in it. So thanks again, everybody. Thank you, replay crew. Make sure you subscribe to Janessa if you're not subscribed to me, and you want to make sure that you don't miss our Vanngo content and the other fabulous content that we do. Make sure you subscribe to both of us and click the notification bell. Also, Janet, one of my official troll kin, meaning she's a channel member, she does content on Instagram. Tanya, she does lately just more posts on her community tab here on YouTube, so follow her. Who am I missing that does content? I don't think, oh, Dawn does, no, I'm trying to get Dawn to do videos. So I think that's it for who's in here now, or if I'm scrolling through the chats, because I want to make sure I don't forget anybody that does content, so we can make sure. Joe, you do videos, right? I should be ashamed to ask that, because that would mean I haven't watched you in a while if you do. I am so sorry. I have a feeling that you do. Joe, you do videos, right? Make sure y'all check out Joe's Beauty Room, her channel. She's a wonderful person. And I do feel like shit right now that I haven't visited you lately. I really do. And so I think that, yeah, that's everybody, because I'm at the top. So, Tanya, you do posting. Get back to videos, girl. You can do a haul video like this one, because you shop. You post stuff you shopped at least like twice a week, it seems like. So you got content. Videos or shorts. Get back on track, sister girl. All right, y'all. We're seriously going to go. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, so subscribe. Let's support each other. I know stuff is coming because you shop at least 3 days a week. Tanya, you are funny. You are funny. Yeah. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you share this video. All my videos go through my playlist content. Consider joining a membership because we do members exclusive content and we always have a lot of fun. So on that note, as always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the crazy troll nation way. I just realized he don't have a mascara. Because I was thinking of the eyeliners. As always, I get off task. As always, self-acceptance and self-love, that is the crazy troll nation way, as you clearly can tell. And yeah, you'll see me soon. Bye, everybody. Thanks for the hearts and the likes. Bye. And thank you to the new subscribers. For real, bye, y'all. Bye. Bye. I know you did it. I know you did, Tanya. Do a video. Bye, y'all.